Hi there, my friend. You're watching Transforming the World. This week we're examining the characteristic of initiative. And now, maybe you're probably wondering why initiative is included in this study of Christian characteristics. I mean, it's not like it's a spiritual gift or fruit of the Spirit. It's not listed there. But so why are we talking about initiative? Why are we examining this trait of initiative as we are looking at the characteristics that should be found in the life of a Christian? I'll give you a hint. Look at question number 13 in the self-evaluation section. Do you give special attention to new people who come to your church? Or what about this one, number 11? Do I look for opportunities to witness about Jesus? It takes initiative to do these things. And, if we lack initiative to be witnesses, we actually demonstrate an apathy and unresponsiveness to the world around us. So I want us to learn a lesson about initiative from the life of Paul and John, or excuse me, Peter and John, the life of Peter and John. It teaches us why initiative is so important in the life of a Christian. This is Transforming the World. I'm Pastor Greg, and I'll be right back. So in Acts chapter 3, we read that Peter and John, these were two apostles of Jesus, they went to the temple one day to pray. And on their way, they encounter a lame man who had been begging for years. Somebody would take him to the temple there to get him in the morning so he could beg for money, and then they would pick him up and take him home at the end of the day, or take him wherever. And as Peter and John walked past, they stopped, and they took the initiative to talk with this guy and offer to heal his legs, which they do. And what I find to be fascinating is, of course, the man's ecstatic. He is ecstatic. He jumps up and he starts dancing and leaping there. Actually goes inside the temple with Peter and John. And once he gets inside, I want you to see a contrast here. Peter and John walk into the temple. They stop. They have a conversation with the guy and offer to help this man overcome something in his life. But when they get inside the temple, I want you to see this. On verse 10 of Acts chapter 3, here's what it says. They recognized him as the lame man they had seen so often. You see that? Don't miss that point. Please don't miss that point. The people in the temple that day walked past this fellow day after day, and yet nobody ever took the initiative to reach into his life. Oh, sure, they carried him there, plopped him down. At the end of the day, they'd pick him up and take him back to wherever. That's not initiative. Initiative is to look at this lame fellow and actually see him. I mean, you would even have had to have healed this guy to show some kind of initiative. Why in the world, in a society of godly people like in Israel, why in the world would a lame fellow have to fend for himself? You following me here? Surely I get it. There was no government programs. But there should have been godly people who said, look, I know you can't, but there's something that I can do to, so you don't have to sit here in front of the temple and beg. It was Peter and John, transformed by the Holy Spirit, who saw this man and took the initiative to do something. And those not filled with the Spirit simply walked on by. For years, they walked past somebody with a need. Do I need to say more? As Christians, my friend, you and I are given the ability to see the world through God's eyes. So please take the initiative to respond to what he shows you today. Take the initiative to respond to what God reveals to you today. You're a Christian. Like I said, if you're a Christian, you have the ability to see the world through God's eyes. That's what the Holy Spirit does to us. And when he reveals something to you, he doesn't do it by accident. He's either teaching you something or prodding you into action in some way, shape, or form. To either do something or say something or give something. Take the initiative, my friend, to respond to what God reveals to you this week. This is Transforming the World. My name is Pastor Greg. Have a blessed day.